What's up, observers?
What's happening?
Welcome in episode 33 of Third Party Observers. I'm Austin.
John.
Stan.
We're all here ready to talk about stuff.
You know, it's been a while since we've seen each other.
We were all on vacation last week.
Yeah.
Well, I was at work.
Work vacation.
Yeah.
But I was traveling.
You were traveling. You were out of town.
Out of town.
Where were you at?
Indianapolis.
And
how do you feel about the city?
It's a cool place, but like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen on Apple Weather. You can see the
Apple Weather's trash.
Never used it.
Okay, that's fine. You guys are both Android users. Whatever. Anyway, on Apple Weather, you can see like the air quality index, and I never actually looked at it while I was there. But in Indianapolis, it's terrible.
I think that takes care of the swearing thing.
Yeah.
We were debating whether or not we should say a few things in this podcast. And Austin just decided for all of us.
Things are going to come out in this podcast. It's just, might as well get it out here.
We've been away for a while. We're real happy to see each other, and we're just having a good time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, having a good time.
Feeling
So,
fine
Indianapolis
on
air
page one.
quality is crap.
terrible. It's awful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lots of cars, lots of
But is it as bad as Malaysia?
Never been there. Can't compare. Have you been there?
Vacation, baby.
Have you been?
Yeah, last week. I was on vacation there.
Oh, that's where you were at last
yeah.
week. I was wondering why you were gone so much. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
you were in Malaysia.
Yeah, making offers on bamboo
All right.
houses.
What's the capital of Malaysia?
Taiwan. I don't know. I have no
Singapore.
idea. Is it?
I have no
I
idea.
don't.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I've never been to Malaysia. I've never wanted to go to Malaysia.
Yeah. No, but speaking to the air quality,
Yeah.
my allergies this week have been terrible. And it's all because of that stupid wildfire over in California. And
It's making its way all the way over
You
here.
think Amy brought it back with her?
yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, producer Amy was in Palm Desert last week.
Dadgummit, Amy.
And anyway, she brought within the jet stream, she brought all that stupid wildfire smoke,
it got caught in the chemtrails.
and it's been driving me nuts
All
all
those 5G
week.
towers and all
Amplified.
that chemtrail.
Yeah.
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 It's amplified it.
I mean,
Conspiracy.
sucks for California.
I mean,
I'm not
The
trying to
wildfires-
compare my allergies to the fact of home loss
The entire
and land
state
loss.
is on the
when is
on
it
fire.
not on fire?
It's-
though?
Yeah,
It's constant.
climate
constantly.
change, man.
Yeah, you know.
It's a problem.
Fun fact, the CAL FIRE organization, which oversees a lot of, obviously, fire department stuff in California, has like a $4 billion a year operating budget.
Yeah, well,
Is that all?
Crazy.
it's crazy.
I feel like it should be
Crazy.
more because they're always on fire.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they're supporting a lot of fire departments, but that's just CAL FIRE. There are still individual fire departments that do their own thing.
We watched a movie recently about a fire watchtower, maybe in California, with Angelina Jolie in it.
Yeah, what was that movie?
I don't remember even. I don't remember where they were located.
It was
but
like maybe it's some maybe
it's got to be
Montana.
California.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever. She was watching for fires. Shit
There
went
was
down,
a fire.
and
Did you say she worked out?
No.
I said shit went down.
Yeah.
Oh.
And there was fires.
Yeah, she saved a kid.
Yeah.
People with guns.
On a
Spoiler
rating
alert.
scale, I would probably give it 2.5 out of 5 fires.
What?
The movie.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, no, one of the books I read on my vacation, which was in Florida, was about the sixth extinction, which will play into
Fires?
the rest of this podcast.
Interesting.
But it was talking about how a little bit was about climate change and how climate change is impacting the frequency of wildfires and different things like that,
Yep.
and how that's bad for the environment. And so, moral of that book was, we're doomed.
Don't
Yeah.
use plastic straws.
Although,
Save the turtles.
actually,
No, listen.
actually, the end of that book was like it was really weird. So I went into vacation, spent a week in Destin, Florida, brought three to four books with me. I brought 4 books, and
3 to 4.
and the first book was 7 Brief Lessons on Physics, which I know, nerd alert.
You knew them all and you read it anyway?
Yeah. Well, it was a really short book, but I'm really interested in. I'm trying to get into physics.
This is super interesting.
Yeah. Well, this is off topic, but the end of that book. So it's like lessons on like the theory of relativity and gravity and different things. And then the end of it is like, we're all doomed. It was like out of nowhere. It was like humans are just like destroying the world we live in. We're all doomed. We're all going to die. Led in perfectly to my next book, which was titled The Sixth Extinction. And but the end of that book was basically saying that, you know, there is hope because humans
We're going to space.
Intuitive, and we're really smart, and we figure out ways to help our situation. Even though the sixth extinction is basically the human impact on the world and how we are causing our own extinction.
Gotcha. So have there been 5 extinctions before this one?
Yeah. Which we'll
unpack a little bit.
I
because
feel like
this
there's been more
episode
than 5 things that have gone extinct.
We'll get into that later. But this episode is all about dinosaurs.
Yes.
So if you tuned in about a month ago, we had an episode about secret societies where John talked about the KKK and
which we do not support.
Which we don't support
at all. Like all you
also-
Twitter people trying to say that we might be racist, we are not.
We're not. But this episode is about dinosaurs. And this episode is sponsored by Great Value Natural Spring Water. Great Value Natural Spring Water, distributed by Walmart out of Bentonville, Arkansas. Source is Protected Springs in Palomar Mountain, California, Mount Laguna, California, Baxter, California, and or Tulum.
You really prepped for this one, didn't
Tulum, California.
I don't know if he cannot pronounce it because he's just not very good at words or if he's just feeling too good.
You know, I don't know
real
either.
excited about his water.
But I love water.
It's 75% of your body.
Something like that.
Something.
It's 75% of the earth, I think.
Yeah. No, it's
60% of our body.
large percent.
Yeah. So this podcast is partly brought to you by water and partly brought to you by
Weller Special Reserve Bourbon Whiskey.
Is this the one you bought
Delicious.
in Maine?
Yeah, the wrong one.
The wrong one.
The wrong one. I was so excited because I thought this was like one of the hardest whiskeys to find. And there's like a quarter of a bottle left. And I said, I want to buy that bottle. And the bartender said no.
But it's still
So
it's still a good one though, right?
no, it is a good one. But
yeah.
I went back and I bought each individual shot out of the bottle. And then I told her to leave them in the bottle. And I took the bottle home with me. And okay, let me tell you, to get this bottle of bourbon back home with me, I had to take it on an airplane. So you can only take it in 3-ounce little jar or whatever
Thanks,
containers.
terrorists.
And so I had to empty out some of my other. We had to drink some of my other little travel-sized liquors, pour this into those, and pack them into my suitcase, all to get back home and realize that I bought the wrong bottle of bourbon.
You bought the $20 bottle
$20
of bourbon.
bottle of bourbon for $65.
Yeah, could have bought it here and
And I didn't
Stillwater,
even get a whole
Oklahoma.
bottle.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it still tasted good.
And also, why? Okay, if you're packing it in your suitcase, why could you not have just left it in the bottle?
Science.
It has to be unopened if you want to bring like a whole bottle.
If
with
it's
you.
in your, like,
If it's in your checked bag, it has to be an unopened
checked.
bottle.
Weird
Yeah. So I had to bring it.
Do you know why?
No.
bombs.
I
Yeah,
mean, I'm
maybe.
assuming
I don't
it's security reasons, but like,
So you work in the air industry. Tell us.
Yeah, you
I-
should know, John.
don't do that part of it though.
Lithium
Tell us.
Batteries.
It's because lithium batteries and science, which is just magic that we can explain.
Every time that someone asks if I have a lithium battery in my bag when I go on an airplane, I lie because I do have a lithium battery and I bring it on anyway.
No one's ever asked me that, but why did you? Why is a bottle of liquor the equivalent of a lithium battery?
And
I only said that because Stan said that.
I just spouted off lithium batteries and
yeah.
John tried to go with it.
I don't know why they can't do it. I mean, if you wanted me to tell you how to get it there, I could tell you how to get it there, but I don't know why.
Well, I can tell
want
you
you
how
to-
to get it there because I've done it.
How come you didn't tell Stan how to get it there when we were together trying to figure out this dilemma?
I wasn't a part of this dilemma.
You were there
You
when I
were
was pouring it in
three
little
bar
bottles.
stools over.
I probably was just doing my own thing and not paying attention to Stan.
Sounds like something
That
John
sounds
would do.
like something that John would do.
Mm.
Well, before we get into our discussion about dinosaurs, go ahead and follow us on social media. If you've noticed, we've taken a little bit of a hiatus on social media over the last week while we've been on vacation because work-life balance,
Yep.
everybody. But if you want to follow some of the things we're going to be doing in the future, go ahead and follow us on Twitter at
Party observers.
at Party Observers. I had to second guess myself a little bit. At Party
The
Observers.
lines are getting real blurry.
At Party Observers is where we have our drafts every week. And then Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Third Party Observers is where we post some other content. So make sure to give us a follow. But it's time to talk about dinosaurs. And so the reason I chose dinosaurs to talk about was really because I feel like as adults we don't talk about dinosaurs. Like, so as a kid,
They're awesome.
dinosaurs are awesome. Like Jurassic Park was one of my favorite movies as a kid.
Yeah.
And then as an adult, you're like, you don't ever hear anything about dinosaurs. Why? Dinosaurs are so cool.
Why doesn't anybody ask me what my favorite dinosaur is?
Yeah. So I wanted to bring it back. Everyone who listens to this is at least our age or older.
Yeah. We
Right.
assume.
More than likely.
We assume that
I know some younger
a middle
listeners.
school or high school kid is not listening to this podcast. But
I know what.
even if they are, we want them to have the same
Childlike wonder.
fascination about dinosaurs that we had,
Mm-hmm.
That we still have.
that we still have.
I'll go see a Jurassic Park movie right now.
Let's pull it up on the
Preparing for this podcast, I searched for dinosaur hats that we could wear on this podcast. And you know
TV.
what?
No dinosaur.
They don't
hats?
make them.
What?
What the heck is going on?
That's messed up.
Sounds like
I want a T-Rex
we
hat.
need with business idea dinosaur hats.
Yeah.
There's a
so
gap in the market.
There's a gap in the market. Okay, I would say there were dinosaur objects that I thought about buying, at least for everything we would wear, whatever, would be for YouTube.
Right.
It was a little bit outside of the price range I was willing to pay for a one-time thing for this podcast.
We
don't think you'd ever use
should
that
have
again?
like rated all of our little nephews like dinosaur stuff. Like
Yeah, steal from our nephew.
it would have been borrowing because we would have given it back.
Maybe.
It's not stealing.
Maybe the observers would have asked for more dinosaurs. But that brings us to the start of our dinosaur segment, which is Dinosaur Quiz.
So like before we do this, do
All
you
right.
think like dragons came from dinosaurs?
I think it's very possible that people maybe saw something that was like very like that, and they're like, all right.
Because like people say dragons aren't real, blah blah blah, whatever. But they've got to come from somewhere. Like someone's imagination, and like dinosaurs are pretty much just giant lizards, and some of them can fly. And I don't know that we have proven that they cannot breathe fire or could not breathe fire. I don't know. I haven't done any research.
That
We
would
don't
be
know.
terrifying. T-Rex coming after you, breathing fire and burning. Oh, it's scary enough without the
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, but I think they're kind of related.
Maybe.
I
I
can
mean,
believe it.
the only thing disproving dragons would be the fossil record. But the fossil record is incomplete,
Well, but
as we'll learn.
dragons could be existing dinosaurs
Yeah.
that had abilities that we didn't know about.
Right.
Maybe. But let's get into this dinosaur quiz.
I'm so excited.
So,
How is this quiz structured?
I'm going to ask a question. You're going to answer it.
Okay. Yes, sir.
That's how a quiz is structured.
Pop quiz.
Question
like a-
1.
1, 2, 3 answer type of thing.
You guys can discuss. I don't care.
I think we should keep score.
You know,
I want to win.
sure. All right. On which continent have most dinosaur fossils been found?
On 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. North
South
America.
America.
What'd you say?
South America.
Said North America.
North America is right.
Hell yeah, you dumbass!
All right.
Are we keeping score? I don't think we should.
We're keeping score. Someone before this quiz started said, I want to keep score. I want to win. So
I don't know what dummy said.
we are keeping score. John 1, Stan dumb. All right. And what period did the Tyrannosaurus Rex live in? This is multiple choice.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Cretaceous, Triassic, or Jurassic?
I mean, common sense says Jurassic, but this might be a trick question.
I have my answer.
Okay.
I'm not giving you any clues.
What were the answers again?
God, you stupid son. Cretaceous, Triassic, or Jurassic?
Okay, I got my answer.
1, 2, 3.
Triassic.
Cretaceous.
I said Triassic.
Cretaceous.
It is Cretaceous.
Stan's not dumb. Stan won. John won.
Score is tied.
Stan is equally as dumb as John.
Equal dumbness.
Future, spoiler. The Cretaceous period is when the dinosaurs got wrecked. So
T-Rex was just around to be wiped out.
Yeah. All right. The Velociraptor. Okay, true or false? The Velociraptor was only 3 feet tall.
Okay.
Mm.
We ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
True.
False.
John, you said
Is
true?
it true?
I said true.
No way.
It's true.
No way.
Stan is now dumber than John.
Are you
All right,
serious?
Score, John 2,
Jurassic
Stan
Park has
1.
failed me.
Yeah, Hollywood has really done a number on us on
I
our
knew-
believings of dinosaurs. We'll get in more about the Velociraptor later.
Yeah, I knew the Jurassic period was false because I saw something on the internet about that, about how like the period that T-Rexes were around or whatever, like
Right.
those dinosaurs wouldn't have been around, and they called it Jurassic Park and whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
See, I thought it was false too because I thought it was too tricky, but I was just like, I'll do the other one. I don't even remember what I said.
Yeah, no, I specifically highlight Velociraptors later in this episode, but
can they really whistle through their brain nose cavities like on the show, on the movie?
we'll get into that later, or maybe we won't because maybe someone didn't research it. All right, last question. So remember, John 2, Stan 1. What is the only dinosaur lineage to survive the mass extinction? This is multiple choice.
Yeah.
Birds, lizards, frogs, or snakes?
I know this one.
Dang it, I do not
I
know.
know it.
So birds, lizards, frogs, snakes.
Yeah. What is the only dinosaur lineage to survive the mass extinction?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Lizards. Dang it!
Birds it is.
Equally dumb.
Yeah.
So it's tied 2-2, which means that there has to be
Yeah, we gotta have a tiebreaker.
tiebreaker, which I don't have planned. But if I think of a question in the middle of
conversation,
You know,
we'll
we'll
come
figure
back
it out.
and decide this.
I feel like that's false because Komodo dragon is a giant freaking lizard, and that's dragon. I'm talking about dragons again. Dang it!
Oh, John talking about dragons whenever he gets the chance.
Talking himself into a quarter.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. All right. So do you guys know where the term dinosaur came from?
Dino, which means big, and saur, which means lizard.
No, dino, which means the little dinosaur from Flintstones, Dino, and soar means to fly, so they were the flappy ones. Dinosaur, flying source.
You guys are both dumb idiots. But if I was going to choose who was more right, it's John. That's not the tiebreaker, but we'll go with it for now. So the term Dinosauria was invented by Sir Richard Owen
Yeah.
in 1842 to describe these fearfully great reptiles. So essentially dinosaur translates to big reptiles.
I mean, that's basically what I said.
That's basically what
I
he
said giant lizard.
Yeah. So specifically, he was referencing the Megalosaurus, the Iguanodon, and the Hylosaurus, which were the only 3 dinosaurs known at that time. Do you know what makes a dinosaur a dinosaur?
Fire
dead.
breathing.
They're dead. Well, then everything's a dinosaur after it
No.
dies.
Its ability to breathe fire.
Ability to breathe fire.
No,
Okay.
they're extinct.
No, I think it's because they're giant lizards.
Yeah, let's get all the wrong answers out now.
Oh, is it because they have
Because
really
they're
long
not-
necks?
Because they're not birds.
They're not
Oh.
birds.
Because some of them can fly. There's so many of them.
They
Dinosaur means many.
They evolved and they no longer exist.
All right. So
This episode's going off the rails.
it's not off the rails. It's on the rails. I've got it on the rails. Specifically, a dinosaur is classified as a dinosaur based on its foot structure, which is super dumb, but that's how paleontologists do it.
Hey,
so
Ross
it's-
from Friends was a paleontologist. Fun fact.
That was the tiebreaker. Dang it, John.
I knew it. I win.
No, so specifically, dinosaurs have a special ankle joint similar to birds, which is why birds are the
Oh, like the-
closest.
Oh, that's what
backwards
we're
knee?
basing birds being dinosaurs is because of an ankle. That's the
No, there's
grade A BS.
Isn't there some fossil evidence of like late dinosaurs with feathers?
Fossil schmarshal.
Possibly.
See, I'm smart. Tiebreaker. I win.
No, I already knew it. I won.
Okay. So, fun fact: there's been more than 700 different species of extinct dinosaurs identified.
Wow.
So, specifically, I say the word extinct because technically birds are still considered dinosaurs.
Birds aren't even real.
Birds are stupid. I hate birds. And I really liked the idea of dinosaurs until I learned that birds
That they
were
were
basically dinosaurs. And then I didn't feel so strongly about dinosaurs anymore.
I thought you loved dinosaurs with all your heart.
I did.
Less so now.
Less so now because I hate birds. I don't know. I don't know why I hate birds as much as I do.
They
You
poop on your car?
Should have seen him when it was a couple years ago. But when we went to the Tulsa Zoo, they have like a jungle exhibit bird thing. I don't know.
Were you
You walk through it.
terrorizing the
You-
the
you-
open one where you can like have
Yeah,
the birds
but-
fly on you and stuff?
Well, I don't think they fly.
No,
on
it's
you, but
not that. It's
It's like an Amazon thing where
Yeah.
you walk through because they've got a lot of different animals in there.
I'll
and-
tell you, it's
and they've
it's
got
freaking
birds.
humid.
It's so humid, but like there's birds flying and I was like,
They're not in cages. They're just
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Why? Why are they out?
So you could experience nature.
it was pretty funny.
I hated it.
It was really funny.
They just,
I
they
would like
just
to see
poop
Austin
whenever
there.
they want to poop.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so do
I
you.
mean, you poop whenever you want to poop.
Yeah, but I poop in a bathroom.
Sometimes.
They poop in their bathroom.
No, not sometimes. all the time. All right. Okay. Can you name the 3 time periods
Stegosaurus.
that dinosaurs were,
Oh,
in history?
yeah.
Cretaceous period, Jurassic
All right.
Period. And the one that I said that's like in between.
Triassic period.
Yes, yeah. So we already mentioned them, but all right. So it goes. Triassic period is the later one, so it's 250 to 200 million years ago. Mind-boggling. That's when dinos first got on the map. So there are things before, but dinos first,
According to science.
according to science and the fossil record,
Yeah. Yeah.
dinosaurs
Carbon
first got on the
dating.
map in the Triassic period. There was about 16 dinosaurs at that time. At least that's what we've identified so far.
That's all the dinosaurs that were like on Earth.
Yeah,
Only 16.
but those 16 species were the building blocks
Of
for
birds.
the next round of dinosaurs.
Ah.
Triassic period is also where, if you remember from like 7th grade geography, when we were talking about the Pangea,
Yeah.
that's the Triassic period.
Nice.
So that's where you've got dinosaurs moving around, and then Pangea splits. Oh no! That's the Jurassic period.
So why did they all go to the North America side of Pangea?
So it's not that they all went to the North
Crustacean.
American side of the Pangea, but North America has had more focus on paleontology.
Because we've got the
then
money.
other-
So they just looked more.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So
That's fair.
really, in these other areas, they just haven't explored. But fun fact, they're basically identifying a new species of dinosaur every week,
Really?
which is crazy.
Hmm.
But
more than 16 then.
well, in
From
the
that
Triassic period, from the research, the sources
Carbon dating.
that I saw, there's only been about 16 dinosaurs.
Hmm.
But those 16 dinosaurs moved to the Jurassic period 200 to 145 million years ago. Pangea splits. We've got about 43 dinosaurs identified so far. And this is where some dinosaurs that you may know, the Brachiosaurus.
Is that the real
Long
long,
neck.
neck?
That's the real tall guy that likes to eat on tall branches.
It's like a giraffe.
It's the giraffe of the dinosaurs.
It's the Land Before Time dinosaur.
Is that Littlefoot? Is Littlefoot a
Yeah.
Brachiosaurus?
Okay, I don't think
Sure.
I've seen that movie.
Well,
What
that's
kind
a
of childhood
shame.
Did you have
A
a dinosaur-less one?
all
That
right,
was
John.
a great show.
I don't remember.
Movie,
I don't
whatever
Maybe
it was.
tonight.
Is it a cartoon?
Yeah, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. We're gonna rent Land Beyond
You
Time
gotta
on
watch it.
Amazon.
Okay.
Just brace yourself, and you better not sleep through it.
John
see.
sleeps through everything.
Yeah.
I'm always. Yeah.
The other dinosaur that's like really popular, like was in Jurassic Park, all that.
T-Rex.
Stegosaurus.
Oh.
Stegosaurus is from
Is that the one with
The
the
Jurassic
spiky
period.
back?
yeah, essentially yeah.
Oh, the slow lumbering one with spikes on his tail.
Yeah, so he's got like the spiky back and then spikes on his tail. Did you see Lost World, the second Jurassic Park?
Yeah,
Probably.
the one with Chris Pratt. Or no.
The second Jurassic Park, not Jurassic World.
original ones. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the one with that guy with dark hair and the girl
Jeff Goldblum.
Goldblum and the
He
girl.
was in the new one, Chris Pratt ones.
Yeah, and
He was
the
in the old
girl
ones, too.
from the the serial killer ones.
What are you talking
Oh, I have seen this. I've seen Land Before Time. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Stegosaurus, a lot of video in the front of the movie.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Laura Dern.
nope. The movie with the guy that cuts people's faces off and eats them.
Scarface.
Hannibal Lecter. What's that movie?
Oh, Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs. She was in the first. She was in the Silence of the Lambs.
Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore. She was in A Lost World, Jurassic Park.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the point of that whole? I don't remember.
Stegosauruses are in the very beginning of that movie.
yeah.
Okay.
Is that the one where they were like sifting through the dung and big piles of?
No,
poo?
that's the first Jurassic Park.
Oh. Got it. Okay, I'm
with
tracking
Alan.
All right. Let's,
Yeah. That's basically the Jurassic period, 200 to 145 million years ago. Those are the only dinosaurs that people probably recognize.
now. Yeah.
Unless in the weird case that we've got paleontologists listening to this podcast, they're going to be like, you've excluded so many dinosaurs. But
Yep.
for the people that really care about
what
dinosaurs.
about the T-Rex?
T-Rex. Funny you mentioned that. He's in the next period. That's the Cretaceous.
Oh.
That's 145 to 65 million years ago, which again, long time. Land splits farther apart. We're up to 139 dinosaurs so far.
Wow.
According to my latest research, that's where you've got the T-Rex, you've got the Velociraptor, you've got the Triceratops, and you've got the Compsognathus.
Where's the Megalodon
Say
come
that
in?
3 times fast.
Compsognathus.
Nice.
So those dinosaurs that I can't pronounce are, you remember the small little guys from Jurassic Park, like the little green guys that,
Yeah, they like bite your ankles.
yeah. But they travel in packs.
Yeah.
And then really Lost World again is,
Yeah, they ate that one guy.
yeah,
A lot. Yeah. While they're still alive, like tore them apart.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
Tiny little bites.
Yeah.
that's them.
Terrible way to go.
I had them written in my show doc as a very different description, but they're small little guys from Jurassic Park 2. So yeah, they're interesting. They're in that period. So that's the Cretaceous period. But let's talk about some popular dinosaurs. We've got Triceratops, popular in Cretaceous period
Is
that
that
we
the
just
one with
mentioned.
the-
3 horns.
Yeah,
well, I
yeah.
did this. I had
Tritops.
my thumb in between.
Yeah, so it's got the 3 horns,
Nailed it.
which I thought was obvious by the name.
Which
But-
one's that one that has that little circle thing around its head? That little-
Oh, it's like,
and it has like a horn. I think it has 2 horns. It has like a circle around its head, I think.
okay, I don't know about the horns, but
Okay.
I know the circle around the head. I was looking up a lot of dinosaurs before the podcast. I did not write the name down because I did not think it was going to come up. But Triceratops, 3 horns. It was about 12 tons.
We'll call it circle tops.
What?
Circle tops.
Yeah, we'll call the other one circle tops.
They're ceratopsians.
Yeah, so Triceratops is, if you're going to relate it to an animal of today, obvious, it's the rhino. But it's not of today, it's the Triceratops. So it's about 12 tons. It's got 3 horns. It's been suggested that the horns were used for mating rituals.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Kind of like a goat, like a ram.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell us more.
Well, they use
Mini lesson
theirs
for Lawler?
to dominate the other males in their mating rituals.
That's how they fight each other off.
so that they can have all the females to themselves.
So my sources did not indicate what they were really saying the mating ritual may have been about. So I'm open to suggestion from us uneducated buffoons about what the 3 horns may have been done. So
You okay over there, John?
John, with your
I think John
goat
has
stories, maybe we have some.
I can't do it.
All
You
right.
have to change the topic so fast.
Well, for the sake of the podcast, we'll
Let's
go
move
ahead
on.
and move forward, and we'll move forward to probably a more exciting species of dinosaur, more popular, which is the Velociraptor.
Yeah.
Velociraptor translates to any guesses?
Fast bird.
John's texting, so obviously he doesn't have any.
No, I do not.
Why did you text me? All right. Now I know why you text me. I wish you didn't. Okay, so Velociraptor translates to speedy thief. Pretty close, Stan. So Velociraptor and T-Rex, which we'll talk about next, lived in the Cretaceous period. Actually, I think all 3 of these lived in the Cretaceous. Visually, it's a little less intimidating than depicted in Jurassic Park. They're
small?
It's about 7 feet long. It's about max 3 feet tall.
so
It's
sad.
about max 33 pounds, and it's got
Wait.
feathers.
What does?
Velociraptor.
That's not terrifying at all.
It's
I mean, it is still kind of scary, but not like.
I thought it was pretty weak,
A weak little cupcake.
weak
some would
little
say.
cupcake, some would say.
This says that velociraptors were no smarter than emus.
Well,
Emus
I
are
don't.
effing dumb, dude. Have you ever been around an emu? They're so dumb.
I've been around ostriches. It's probably about the same.
Yeah,
Birds
about
are
the
dumb.
same.
I don't know much about the intelligence of the velociraptors. I know in Jurassic Park they said like, oh, they're so smart. They're
Super
basically like hyenas.
Pack animals communicate.
And they were fast.
Yeah.
The velociraptors, people actually say are probably like the closest relatives to birds because they had.
They
some
couldn't even fly.
No, but they had feathers and they had special joints that allowed them to like bring their arms in.
Aerodynamic.
Which made them faster. However, I don't know why like speed was really relevant because they basically say they were so small that they wouldn't like take down large prey. Like,
I mean, they
okay,
could
so
kill
in
a deer
Jurassic
so
Park
fast.
1, you know how like they're like taking on this T-Rex?
Mm-hmm.
Never gonna happen. It's 33 pounds. It's 3 feet tall.
Nah.
That T-Rex would be like, get off me, you little cupcake.
You buffoon. You just
And
step on 'em. Crunch.
so most paleontologists think that they were fast, but they didn't take on very big prey. They mostly scavenged for food.
Kind of like a
which-
hyena.
Yeah, it's really a big letdown and something I wish I hadn't have learned doing all this research because,
I'm sad now.
yeah, I mean, velociraptors seem like the coolest
Scariest.
dead animal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, I mean, they were so smart. Velociraptors in Hollywood are painted as wolves that are bigger.
I mean, they're
that can
badass.
Take on, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might have just touched something on the
look.
soundboard over here.
Austin accidentally muted himself.
Did I really?
No.
Oh.
I
Well-
muted you for a second, though, because it's fun.
All right. Well, sorry about that, listeners. But that brings us to the T-Rex. I mean, when you think about dinosaurs, he is the gold standard. Wow.
They
So
have
majestic.
a
Big
big-
head.
well,
and
they have a
little arms.
big, like a full, what is the fossil thing called? Skeletons. Words.
Let's get there, John.
Help
There-
me out.
There's an entire skeleton of it, like in
Fossil
museums.
record?
At the
Smithsonian?
at the Field Museum in Chicago.
Hmm.
It's pretty cool.
Because
How
you
big
went to
was it?
Chicago recently.
How
I
many?
did.
How many Johns tall was it?
It's only about 3 johns tall.
Wow, you trying to throw your water bottle at the viewers?
3D.
3D.
3D for the third-party observers.
Yeah. No. It's giant.
Hmm.
I mean, it's about the size of a T-Rex, which, for reference,
Thank
is
you for
about
that.
40 feet long, 13
Dang.
feet tall, and 9 to 15 tons.
Oh, 13.
Granted, this
That's
probably
kinda smaller
wasn't
than I thought it
15
would be.
tons because it was just bones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that. Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So anyway, you saw a T-Rex in the museum.
Yeah, but I've also down in somewhere in Texas. I don't remember where it is. When I was
Screw
a kid.
Texas.
Yeah.
I'm so over Texas.
Over Texas. F them all. You know.
Yeah.
Friendly-
Next podcast, we'll talk about the SEC Big 12 breakup because,
Texas and OU, man, hate them. But anyways, somewhere down there is a place where you can, like, this river or whatever, where you can see, like, footprints made by dinosaurs and whatnot. And you
Okay.
can walk in their footprints. And
what?
It's pretty cool.
What?
They're so giant. Like,
Did
they're-
you do it?
Yeah. Like,
All right.
they're one of the footprints was probably like as big as this table. Like, it's
Dang.
Okay.
giant.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
For
I don't
those
remember
of you
where
watching,
it is.
this table is about 4 feet wide in diameter.
Yeah.
I said 3 feet.
Yeah. I don't know if it was as big as this table,
Whatever.
but it was humongous. You could fit so many of my feet
All right.
in a dinosaur footprint.
Foot.
In a Dynafoot.
I said my feet. I said
Mm.
because I have 2.
I know, and I corrected you.
Right now I have 2. If it was later tonight, I might only have 1.
All right. So, is that the end of your story? Sorry.
That's really the end of my story. Is I've walked in a dinosaur footprint.
That's pretty cool, though.
All right. Do you guys know what Tyrannosaurus Rex translates to?
Yeah, giant man-eating lizard.
Okay. Stan, do you have a maybe more educated than us?
It sounds like tyrannical,
It
so
is-
he's like real mean and
Oh,
bullies the other
dictator.
dinosaurs.
He is tyrannical, so he's king of dinosaur. He eats all other dinosaurs.
It literally translates to Tyrant Lizard the King,
Yeah! I was really close.
which is pretty great. But a recent study suggests that you could outrun a T-Rex at a jogging pace because of the structure of its foot bones.
And how,
So, like in
how heavy it
Jurassic,
is.
Yeah, but like,
And how heavy it is.
I don't know about how heavy. Oh, I mean, because of the weight of it is and the structure of its foot bones, if it got too fast, it would basically
break its foot.
break its feet.
That's
But like
yeah.
one of its steps is like a million because it's so big. You said it's 30 foot tall or 30 feet
It's
tall. right?
13 feet tall, 40 foot long.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was 30 feet tall. So their
No.
feet steps aren't. I mean, they're going to be giant, but they're not as giant
Yeah.
as I was thinking.
But like
Yeah.
you know, in the scene in Jurassic Park when they're in the Jeep and they're driving away from the T-Rex, and it's like, "Arr, arr, arr,"
Yeah.
you know,
Classic dinosaur scene.
yeah, really, probably a Jeep should, you know, unless it was made in like the 1915s, like should be able to outdrive a.
I mean, if you're
Tyrannosaurus
saying
Rex.
if a human can outrun it by jogging, a Jeep,
Yeah.
even if it's made in 1915,
I mean, then, well, that's a different that's a different podcast.
Join us next week when.
Yeah. I've also seen things about how like the chicken and the T-Rex are basically like they're very similar.
chickens are mean. Like roosters can get real mean.
They're jerks.
I don't think that was necessarily the distinction that they were trying to make.
Oh,
But
chickens
I think
also cannot fly,
They're dumb and slow.
yeah.
and they will eat anything. So they're basically the same.
So yeah, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I will just sum up my dino research into saying that dinosaurs don't feel as scary as they are depicted in Hollywood.
Honestly, I'm a little disappointed.
I know.
I mean,
yeah.
it kind of makes sense because Hollywood has to sell. Like if they had to sell a real thing, they're up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure there's worst dinosaurs out there.
Yeah.
However, most people probably don't know, and I'm not going to try to learn how to pronounce these specific dinosaur names because scientists pick stupid names for dinosaurs. But
because
anyway.
they're based in Latin.
Sure.
all
Sometimes
these names
scientists
are.
just pick names that they want.
So how big was the? Is it the Brachiosaurus? You said was the long neck.
Yeah.
How big are those? Because those were like
They're
giant,
big.
huge.
I did not write down the.
Well, let's Google it.
I
real quick.
originally had them
Says-
in this specific section,
Ah.
but then I thought no one's going to care about Brachiosaurus, so I took them out.
Well, okay. So this says 23 meters, which a meter is about a yard. So that's what's 23 times 3?
60.
69.
Probably about 75 feet.
About 70 feet.
Yeah,
75
this
feet.
says it's only 8.5 meters on Google.
What? A Brachiosaurus?
The Bronchosaurus
Bronchosaurus
species
is different.
Brachiosaurus.
could reach 28, but
You're talking about a
That's a
different
different
species.
oh,
Anyway, let's get back on
Those
track.
ones are actually
so back to T-Rexes. Just an interesting fact: we live closer to the T-Rex than the T-Rex lived to the Stegosaurus.
Really
Yeah, which is weird.
interesting.
And then the other thing is about the lifespan of T-Rexes. Over half of T-Rex specimens appeared to die nearly 6 years after reaching sexual maturity.
That is
So either they were getting beat out by more dominant males, or they just didn't live long. Yeah, I don't know, smoking maybe. I don't know. But
interesting.
they did not live very
Smoking.
long after puberty.
I bet it's
So,
smoking. That's what.
But going back to all dinosaurs, the dinosaurs just reached an absolute demise at the end of the Cretaceous period. Something called the KT extinction, which stands for the Cretaceous.
That's like when Pangea split, right?
No.
Oh,
Nope. We covered that earlier. The KT extinction was the Cretaceous Tertiary extinction is what it stands for. It eliminated close to 80% of all species. Occurred about 66 million years ago. That's when most people believe that an asteroid struck the Yucatan
oh,
Peninsula.
Peninsula
I've heard of that.
of Mexico.
Mexico.
yeah.
So that's the popular belief. There are some discrepancies, but that's what most people believe.
There's a lot of cruises. Pretty much any Caribbean cruise goes through Yucatan. A lot of them. I'd say probably half.
Yeah, sure. But that's also where an asteroid struck, and you can't see that from a cruise. I can tell you that.
Well, there's a stop. Maybe you can go explore it.
Yeah. There's a big crater there. That's why most people think that happened. There's apparently also another crater about this. They think struck about the same time in Russia. So they think maybe it was like
Double whammy.
multiple asteroids across the globe hit it.
What if, like, you know, that Russia one, it would be like in that Tomorrow War, the movie with Chris Pratt just came out,
It unleashes
And
other
unleash-
monsters that
yeah.
are already in our
and they're
in our
just
system.
frozen.
Yeah,
And with all this global warming, they're going to unfreeze soon
maybe
and wreck us.
we'll see.
Spoiler alert. Great
Spoiler
movie, by
alert.
the way.
Yeah,
I was pleasantly surprised by that
yeah.
movie.
It was a good
It
movie.
was good. I liked it.
So the KT extinction ranked third in severity among the 5 mass extinctions. Again, it eliminated like 80% of all species. So the Archosaurs, which is a group of reptiles containing dinosaurs, birds, and crocodiles, were probably the hardest hit, except the birds and crocodiles managed to make it out. So that's why they're still there. But the dinosaurs did not die. Essentially, if you were going to sum up the KT extinction, big rock hits the earth, throws more rock into the sky.
Dead dinosaurs.
The earth is dark for months. Plants can't survive. Plants die. So then herbivores can't survive. So then they die. So then carnivores can't just survive.
Everybody dies.
And then everybody's dead. And then we crawl out of the ocean. And then here comes the humans.
make way for us.
Make way for us. That's the story of dinosaurs, man.
Wow.
That last part is pretty good.
Yeah. I hope you guys feel educated.
I do. I feel so educated.
I mean, if there's one thing that I've taken away is dinosaurs aren't as scary as Hollywood makes them to be.
If there's
Yeah.
one thing that I've taken away, I think it's that I've expressed more dinosaur knowledge, so I should win the tiebreaker.
I don't
Yeah.
think you should.
Okay. Well, here's the tiebreaker. Are pterodactyls dinosaurs? True or false?
True.
False.
False is the answer.
How are they not dinosaurs?
Pterodactyls are not dinosaurs, probably because of based off some stupid bone structure thing.
No. Pterodactyls are dinosaurs.
They're not dinosaurs, man.
They're extinct.
All my research says that
They
pterodons
predated birds.
are not dinosaurs, which is another fallacy of Jurassic Park, making us believe that pterodactyls are dinosaurs. However, pterodactyls are freaking scary. I mean, if you saw Jurassic Park 3 and any of the Jurassic Worlds, pterodactyls, very prevalent. Get in there, swoop in, pick people up.
This says that they're dinosaur cousins, so it basically counts.
But not a dinosaur.
But cousins.
Not a dinosaur.
Cousins.
Doesn't matter. But that's going to conclude our dinosaur discussion
Nice.
and take us in to our draft.
All right.
And our draft is animals to ride. So kind of similar because it'd be pretty dope to ride a dinosaur.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's allowed.
Oh, I'm picking T-Rex. That's my first pick.
That's your first pick?
Yeah.
You're going to put it right now?
Right now.
You don't want to,
Throwing it out
you
there.
didn't want to talk about it?
T-Rex. It's mine. I claim it.
All right, fine.
I'm going to ride a T-Rex, and I'm going to terrorize all the other dinosaurs
Yeah.
at my jog pace run. And you know what? It's still going to be awesome.
It's going to be pretty awesome. Now let's set some ground rules for this draft
T-Rex is
because,
allowed.
yeah, no, that's fine.
Sweet.
Dead extinct animals, I think, are fine. What I wanted to say is that this ride assumes that we will live
Through the ride.
through the ride.
Well, I tamed the T-Rex first.
You don't have to do that. It was just say that
Ride
you've
it like a
got
bull.
some superpower that gives you command
Yeah.
over all.
I control all animals ever,
That you ride.
and they let
Sure.
me ride them.
As long as you mount them,
Yes.
they are obedient.
No. Oh, my goodness. No, thank you. I don't want that superpower. You can keep it. It's all yours.
So you've mounted a T-Rex. And I think that's going to be a pretty
Oh
thrilling
my.
ride for you. You know what? I'm going to... T-Rex is the ultimate dinosaur. I'm not going to take another dinosaur through this
Okay.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Maybe John will. But I'm going to take a rhinoceros. I think it'd be pretty dope. Ride a rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros.
Ride a rhino.
And it would make me feel like riding a Triceratops. But I don't want to draft a Triceratops because you've already drafted a dinosaur, and I'm taking dinosaurs off the board.
You're taking all dinosaurs off the board?
Yeah. I'm not drafting another.
I want to pick all dinosaurs.
That's
Well,
your
do it.
prerogative.
No,
Oh, I wrote Triceratops, and I meant to write rhino. All right, John.
Okay. So those are two good picks. I'm going to go with a bear. I'm riding a bear.
Ah, damn, that
was on my
supposed to be my first pick. All right, what kind of bear specifically?
Panda
Panda bear.
No. Panda bears are so clumsy. I do like watching videos of panda bears there because they're so funny.
Orange panda.
I'm going red panda. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to go.
I want to suffocate this bear that I sit on.
I think the coolest bear is a polar bear. So I'm going with a polar
That
bear.
is
All right.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's like
They're
what's
so
that
big.
movie?
The Golden
something
Compass.
Compass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Compass.
Yeah. They're so cool. Okay, second pick. I am going to go. I'm going to ride a tiger.
El tigre.
Yeah. They're super cool. They're super fast. It's gonna be fun.
Man, bear and tiger were pretty high on my list. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
king of the jungle. Although I wouldn't have went polar bear, I probably wouldn't went grizzly bear. Obviously I'm not going to draft grizzly bear because bears are bears.
Well, that's up to you. I mean,
Also, can we talk about the fact that it's probably a photoshopped image? Vladimir Putin on a bear is so cool. And it would be so dope to just be photographed
I mean,
riding a bear.
Russians are crazy, man. Maybe
That's got to be photoshopped.
I don't know.
But if it's
they
not-
have bears in circuses and stuff. Like,
You can train bears.
If you rode a bear, that would be so cool.
You'd be the man.
yeah.
yeah, no, it's super cool.
All right. So I went rhinoceros. Probably actually my 101, but I didn't think rhino would get back to me. Is an orca. As long as I knew that I was going to survive, I would rather ride an orca than a great white shark, because orcas are the king of the ocean.
Orcas are super cool. Like, so I went to Seattle or the San Juan Islands, that area, when I was a teenager or something, and we got to go on a whale watching tour, and we saw like I think 2 or 3 pods of orcas, and they're so big, and they're jumping and doing their thing.
Yeah.
It was super cool.
And great white sharks are scared little cupcakes of orcas. So
Well, orcas are so much bigger.
Yeah,
are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never compared the
Substantially.
sizes.
orcas are huge.
Also,
They are large.
fun fact about orcas
Yeah.
is when they attack something from below, they get in their mouth, and then they flip it over on its side, because fish, whenever they get on their back,
Their air
it paralyzes them.
Yeah.
And so
Interesting.
then they can eat them. But that's super cool.
See, and that
Interesting.
that's funny that would be your first pick because you hate the ocean.
Yeah, but it'd be pretty fun to ride. As long as I knew I was going to be safe, I think I'd be fine with it. You know, I'd feel if a shark was like, "All right, let's get this guy," an orca would be like, "All right, back off, man."
Yeah.
You know. So I'm good with orca.
I'm going with John went with tiger. I'm going with lion.
Yeah.
Lions are big, mean.
Lions are
Lions are big mean.
Big, mean.
All right.
They are. And then next, the most, I believe it's the most deadly animal in the world to humans.
Jellyfish. Box jellyfish.
Hippopotamus.
Oh.
Can you imagine running around on a hippopotamus, terrorizing everything?
Well, I think I don't know. They just don't seem very fast. They
Yeah, but they're cool. They can open
seem
their
kind of
mouth
like
real wide.
Nice. I spelled it right.
they seem like they're
No,
kind of
damn
just like
hippopotamus.
How the heck do you spell this word?
Lion and hippo.
P.
Ah,
Hippo.
I was so close.
Hippo.
All right.
Potamus.
Hippos would be cool, I think, but I don't know. I feel like it would be kind of boring after a while. I feel like
kind of slow and lumbering. I think.
I feel like they don't.
They can.
I
They
think
can
they're
crunch
cooler.
anything in their
Yeah.
giant mouths.
Yeah.
I mean that part is cool.
Yeah.
I'm not trying
Like,
to.
Do I want to be
throw a
around for
watermelon
that
in there
though?
and it explodes the watermelon? Freaking cool.
How terrified would you be to be on an animal as it just destroyed another animal?
Oh, that would be terrifying.
Because that
I would be glad that I'm on the animal
Yeah.
and not being destroyed by the animal.
Yeah, I mean, to be on a T-Rex and see it just destroy this tiny 3-foot Velociraptor would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then to be on a T-Rex and fight another T-Rex, that would not be as cool. And that goes for all of our picks. I'm not just picking on yours.
When he starts fighting the other T-Rex, I'll
You
get off.
jump on
I'll run away.
you'll jump on the winning T-Rex.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will claim
All
the
right.
champion.
So, okay. How do we feel about physics in this debate of animals to ride? Because I feel like my weight is going to bring down several animals that I choose to ride.
I
So
mean, there are a few on my list that are a little unrealistic.
So I feel like we just go ahead and address that now. We get rid of
go
all
for it.
physics-based things, and I'm riding an eagle.
do it.
I'm going Lord of the Rings style. I'm riding an eagle.
What kind of eagle? A big one.
A bald eagle because America.
America.
I don't care if it's the biggest. It's going to support me. We've defied physics already. Bald eagle. I'm riding it. It's going to be fun. And I get to fly. Anyone who chooses any flying object is going to be cheating. So I'm just going to point that out.
Okay. It's my turn, right? I should have been thinking about this more. I am going to pick... I'm picking King Kong.
That's not.
He's an animal.
He's a gorilla. You can have a gorilla.
He's a giant
You
gorilla.
can't pick
You
non-real
can't pick
things.
King Kong. You can
If
pick gorilla.
Physics are out of question. So there's
Physics
King
is
Kong.
not the argument to this question.
He's a giant gorilla. So
You want gorilla.
I want giant gorilla, King Kong.
Silverback. gorilla.
Silverback gorilla. Because
That's all you get.
Because then no, you can't do King Kong.
I'm
Gorilla
doing
is
King
fine.
Kong. No. Yes.
No.
He's not a real animal.
Okay. Not that we know of. Have you ever been to Skull Island? No.
The fossil record does not prove that Kong exists.
Listen.
So you get
Fine.
silverback gorilla.
Then next I'm taking Godzilla.
Komodo dragon.
No, I don't want a Komodo dragon. That'd be boring. They're so slow. Okay. The next thing I'm gonna take.
A horse. A donkey.
No. An ass. I'm gonna take an elephant.
All right. Something you can actually ride. All right. Boring.
They're not boring. Have you seen like on Lord of the Rings where they're like on?
The Oliphants.
Those
Yeah.
are not real elephants.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
They're Oliphants.
They're giant, massive, fictional ones.
Yeah.
No, they're elephants. I'm pretty sure.
Oliphants.
Like in India and stuff, they would ride elephants into war and things as well.
I think we're just gonna poo-poo on everything you say from now on.
Yeah. So I know you tried to draft King Kong.
If you get to draft, I'm gonna flip something.
So we gave you silverback gorilla.
You got a giant eagle from Lord of the Rings.
No.
No, he said bald eagle.
I said bald eagle.
He settled on bald eagle.
But a bald eagle is a real thing.
Yeah.
So is King Kong. He's a giant gorilla.
It's not.
Bullshit.
But the thing about, because I thought about this, the thing about a gorilla is that most gorillas are like mountain based, so they just walk along the mountain, the ground. I want to swing from a vine. I want to be Tarzan.
You're gonna ride Tarzan?
Tarzan's not an animal.
He's
No.
a human.
I'm going to ride a chimpanzee.
Mm.
And I'm going to swing from
Those things are
vine to
strong,
vine.
too.
Yeah, they are, and they'll eat
They're
your face
mean.
off.
They're mean.
But we've already decided that we're going to be safe in this venture. I mean,
think you would get
we
motion
have?
sick and throw up everywhere.
maybe. But you know what? I'd have a blast.
I
And
don't
I'd be
think you
riding a
would.
chimpanzee.
I'd have fun doing it, throwing up over my shoulder.
Yeah. So, chimpanzee is my pick. That makes me finish with rhino, orcas, bald eagle, and chimpanzees. Before we get to Stan, John, you finish with polar bear, tiger, gorilla, and elephant.
Interesting.
Stan, you've got T-Rex,
T-Rex.
lion, hippo, and what is your final pick?
You picked bald eagle, but you made a poor decision on the flying animal. It may not be a real dinosaur, but I'm going with pterodactyl, bitch.
You're going with another dinosaur, not a dinosaur.
A pterodactyl bitch. I'm not
Yep.
sure what that dinosaur is, but all right, I'll write it in. Yeah, no, I think I would be.
Terrified?
A pterodactyl is
Of the
basically a flying squirrel, except it can
What?
fly longer distances. It's got the same structure. It's got just like flaps like a flying squirrel, but then
But
its
they
hands
actually fly.
got like claws and stuff.
Yeah, like bats?
They're disgusting.
Yeah, but they're giant.
Yeah.
Are they? How big are they?
Giant.
I didn't look it up, but I think they are pretty equivalent to how Jurassic Park plays them. So, all right. Well, Stan finished with T-Rex, lion, hippo, and pterodactyl. Stan drafted 2 dinosaurs,
Yeah.
which
Following along
is
the theme of the draft.
stupid.
Why
Actually,
is that
he
stupid?
drafted 1 dinosaur.
Yeah, and a
I
dinosaur
need to
cousin.
correct myself. And
Fun fact, pterodactyls are
ranged from 2 to 11 meters wingspan.
God.
That's
Okay.
so big.
Is it
6.5 to
it's
36 feet.
It's very American of me to be like, all right, every other portion of the world get on our system, but America's the only system that's
Does
like
not use the metric system.
I think
Yes.
I think there's 3 countries that use what is it?
What are the other ones?
I don't know. Let's look it up. But
It's
yeah, I
probably
agree.
the
It's
English
really stupid.
system.
America should be on the
But
metric
like even England uses kilometers and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, why don't we just all agree on a universal distance instead of trying to be unique?
Yeah, it's dumb.
Ugh.
Myanmar, Liberia, and America.
Yep.
God, it's stupid.
And why do we want to have anything to do with Myanmar and Liberia?
I don't think that's the reason that we use feet and pounds and different things. I don't think it's like, oh well, we want to be in the same with Myanmar and what was the other
yeah,
person that you said?
Liberia.
Liberia.
But I'm just saying, we probably don't want to have a whole lot of to do with those countries. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Because I think Myanmar, they just had
it just
a
makes more
coup.
sense for us all to be on the same system.
No, it does.
So let's do it. That way I don't have to, even temperature.
It'll be
What?
hard to learn at first, but it won't take long.
Well, implement it in the school system, and then the next generation will just know
You'll be
it.
fine.
The next generation's so far away.
They're
Well,
here.
You can learn it now, Austin.
The kids
I know
in
I
school
can.
right now. They're not.
All right.
They're here. They're like They're like dipping dots. It's ice cream of the future, but it's already here. Kids.
All right, so the kids in school today are Dippin' Dots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're ice cream of the future,
that are here.
but they're all right. Well, that's your lesson for Lawler of the week. Tune in next week. We'll have another new episode. I promise we won't be on vacation. And so until next time, we'll
See-
be watching.
Yeah, that's it.